Hello students. So this video is about 5 IB myths that don't survive the evidence. Now I'm sure that many of you have heard a lot of things about IB from some or the other places. Like if you might be an IB student or you might be an IB student's parent. So in this video, I'll be debunking them and I'm going to tell you how to bust these myths by using proper evidence and asking better questions. So let us see what we are having. So here you will understand what students say, the popular belief, and what the official evidence shows. So this video is broken into three parts. So every slide I'm going to talk about one myth and what is the official program evidence and what is a better question that needs to be asked. This is not about defending the IB, it's all about thinking more accurately. You might have heard these before somewhere from some random people, but let me tell you what is the actual truth that you need to be following as a proper IB student. So let's get into this. Myth number 5, IB is mainly about memorizing huge amount of content. Students, I understand that IB has a lot of content. Let it be MYP or let it be IBDP. The content is very high, and many people think that it's all about memorizing. Let me tell you, it's not about memorizing. It's what does the evidence say? The official documents of IB say that knowledge matters, obviously, but IB assessments are also asking students to apply, analyze, communicate, and evaluate. If you would have seen the past papers of the IB, you will clearly find out that it is not about memorization. Not even a single question you will get that will be memorization based. Not even a single question. I have seen more than 10-year question papers, and not even a single question paper you will see memorization based. So here you should knowing, can I use what I know, the knowledge that you have, when the context changes? If the context changes, are you able to apply your knowledge? That's very important in IB. Let's go to the next one. With number 4, 4 HLs automatically create a strong application. Not at all. I have already created a video about the universities, the subject combo that universities prefer, and there I have clearly mentioned that more HL you have, you are not going to have a best college application. So DP permits 3 or 4 HL subjects. Permitted does not mean it is automatically better. So your selection of HL should be based on your future option, isn't it? You must do the research on universities, what do they require, how many HLs do they require, and that is when you take a decision, right? So what is a better question that you can ask here? What future option does the fourth HL genuinely protect? If you really need to take the fourth HL, does it add some benefit for your future? That's what you need to research about, and you need to take a proper decision based on that. Now going to myth number 3, the IB is just one enormous set of final exams. Now we all know that IB is a curriculum, and the job of IB, you think that the job of IB is just to conduct examination at the end of year, like during May, April, whenever, and November conducting the retest. No, that's not the purpose of IB. TP assessment uses both internal and external components plus the core TOK, EE, and CAS. You have internal component. You are being continuously monitored by IB by the teachers. Okay, there are internal assessments, there are external assessments, and there are assessments such as the core assessments such as TOK, EE, and CAS, NDP. And in MYP, we have the portfolios, and in MYP, we have the personal projects, right? Which is generally corrected by your own teachers, but they are externally moderated. So IB is not just one exam. It's more than that. It is continuous. Year 1, you are being watched. Year 2, you have been watched, both in MYP and DP. So what is the better question here? What evidence am I building across 2 years? So the 2 years of ninth and 10th and 11th and 12th are very important when it comes to IB. That is what you need to be knowing. And don't think that everything depends on the last year and the last final exam. So if you just do very good in the last 2 months of your DP or MYP, you are going to be successful. No, it's not about that. It's a continuous evaluation and process. Myth number two: a very high IB scores guarantees university admission. Uh, Not always. Many people think that, okay, I have a huge IB score and I'm going to get into university. No. A high score strengthens an application, obviously, but universities still set their own course requirement. IB is only till your 12th grade. It gives you a ticket to to the university, but not a guarantee. Okay, it will not give you a guarantee. Of course, your application becomes strong, not a guarantee. Every universities have their own requirement, their own portfolio. The admission counselors, the admission team is looking for something, and you cannot, enter into that unless you excel that. So you must be doing a lot of research on the universities before you build your profile. So what do you ask here? Does my academic profile match the course I want? That's very important here. And the final and the first myth, the last myth that we have is IB success is mostly about natural intelligence. Now, many people, it's not only about IB. Many people think that naturally, if I'm intelligent, I'm going to do very good. Not exactly. What does the evidence say? IB learning also depends on thinking, research, communication, social, and self management. Why do you have CAS? Why do you have TOK? Why do you have all these things? It's not about intelligence. It's not about only scoring marks in subjects, writing, and all those. It is looking at your communication skill, research skill, how you get involved yourself in discussion. That is the IB success, right? Now, so what is a better question that you need to ask? Which learning system needs to be built next? So you have to be completely evolving all the time. Every time you need to learn the new things, new skills, improve your skills. There are ATL skills. There are different IB profile for a student. Look into it. How are you growing in that IB profile? That is very important for you. So yeah, so this is the last myth which I wanted to discuss. Now, students often judge the IB by its visible difficulty. No, yes, as a curriculum, it is difficult, but performance is usually shaped by the hidden systems underneath, such as planning, feedback loops, retrieval practice, attention control, and academic identities. So, diagnosis before self judgment is very, very important for you students. And now, as I come to the end of this video, which myth did you believe? Now, comment the number 5432 or 1 and tell us which IB claim we should investigate next in your comment. Now, always remember, you build the learner before you build the result. So, with that, I will wind up my video for today. Next week, we'll come with more information about IB and MYP. So, if you like this video, please do share and subscribe with all your IB friends. And if you like it and if you subscribe it, the algorithm will help us. The algorithm will show mercy on us and send us to more students like you who will find it interesting, who will get benefited from that. So please do like and subscribe, and we will see next week in the next video. Bye, students.